Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here at Chicagoland on Wicked Wednesday for WFO Racing Network. We'll be starting right after this.
Like this now. Let me hear your hands clap. It's my time, I'm back on my feet now. I'm taking on the world. I never miss a beat, that's the way I roll. You can watch me doing it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. I can feel it coming. Can you feel it coming? You got one life. Come on, take hold of it. That's right. Now don't let go of it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
Well, there we go. There we go. Good evening, race fans. We are in Chicago for another shitty night. It looks like the pot smoke has shifted over from Michigan last week over to Chicago. What do you think, Brazy? Or are you still trying to figure out if your furnace works or not? I don't think he's here. Anyway, we got an exciting race for you tonight. 27 cars on the track. We have drivers such as TJ Lee, Brad Patterson, Nick Hunt, Craig Sykes. Where did I get Sky from? I'm not sure. Anyway, Elsie Daly, Austin Wagner, Chris Blanchard, John Sanu, Chuck Sweeney, David Palmer, Mike Mitchell, Richard Holland, Brian Littleton. Don't recognize that name. Vern Bradley, Glenn Jameson, Roy Hyde will be here tonight. Brad Patterson, Rick Fergone, Jacob Daniels, Paul Patterson, Tommy Haynes, Michael McCulley, Hal Amy, Tommy Cristiano, Ivan Jones, Burt Wilson, Tim Branson, and Sean Hopkins. That's going to be your lineup tonight. 27 trucks on the track. And, yeah. Race info here at Chicago is going to be night, 65 degrees, 99% humidity, and oh my God, did it just get dark as the lights come on at the track. 14-mile-an-hour wind going out of who cares what direction, cloudy and foggy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Even the sun doesn't come out in Chicago at night. Long time no see, stranger. What's up, country girl? How are you doing tonight? Oh, let's see here. What do we got here? There we go. We got Burt Wilson. Oh, Burt Wilson got a new truck out. Look at that. Milk does. Sexy, baby. Sexy. Sexy. Brian Littleton is going to be in that Monster Juice number 80 truck tonight. Let's see. What do we got? Richard Holland on the track. Look at that. Oh, fired up. Silver and lime green. Michael McCulley and the Jelly Belly. Hal Amy in the number 3 truck. We've grown to either love or hate. I think it's a beautiful paint scheme. Brad Patterson. Here he is in the 42. Let's see. Who else we got on the track? Roy Hyde. Oh, okay. They're all going into the driver's meeting. So, yeah. Well, Brazy, have you made it back? I'm going to take that as a no. Cheering on the 17 of Tommy Haynes. I'm on vacation in Charlotte. Look at that. I don't remember any vacation requests coming in there that at least not that I approved. I don't think he cares, peeps. I don't think he cares. There's the 26 Miller Lite machine of Craig Sykes. He's going to come down off there and trying to get a little bit more hot laps in there. The 92 of Tim Bronson out there on the track right now. 17. We just got done talking about him. There he is, the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Is he going to put some color into that truck? And then Vern Bradley in the Bazooka. He's going to come off down into there. The wife and kid demanded the trip. Going to the NASCAR Hall of Fame tomorrow. Nice. I mean, if you're going to go to North Carolina, I mean, why not, right? Let's check and make sure. Okay, look at that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. It looks as if Shizit's actually working tonight. We were kind of disturbed because we had some issues with the truck series last week with the fog, and I don't know exactly what it was, but hopefully we got them cleared up. Last night went without a hitch, and we're looking forward to the same thing tonight. How is everybody doing? How else is everybody else doing? Or how is everybody else doing? We know John is chilling in Charlotte. And there he goes. Vern Bradley is off the track. They're in their drivers' meeting. They'll be coming out with qualifying here pretty shortly. And so that gives me the opportunity to make shit up. And I don't know what to say. Brazy! Where are you, Brazy? Oh, never mind. We're getting lined up. I guess we are not going qualifying. Nick Hunt is going to be your pole position there, right there on the starting line in that number 8. Wait a minute. What happened? Why is that kick? Oh, there we go. Nick Hunt on the pole. Elsie Daly going to be to his outside in that 6 truck. Rick Fergone is going to be starting third in that 10. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can't get a better angle. Jesus, what's with all the... There we go. Brian Littleton going to be to his outside in that 80. On the inside row, Jacob Daniels in the 72. On his outside, Richard Holland in the 31. Chris Blanchard right in behind him in the 19 machine. Tommy Haynes is going to be 17 to his outside. Next row is going to be Greg Sykes in that 26 machine with Michael McCulley starting in position number 10. That's going to be your top 10. Vern Bradley, Brad Patterson in the next row. And next to him, or behind them, is going to be Michael Mitchell and Tim Branson. Tim Branson, John Sanu, and Hal Amy in the back of that. And we're already getting blinkage. Roy Hyde.
Sorry, Johnny.
Yeah, this weather is really causing issues. Glenn Jameson in the 63. Burt Wilson in behind him. And then you got Paul Patterson, Austin, Ricky Bobby Wagner. He's able to join us tonight in that blue truck there in the back there, the 22 machine coming around right now. Hell, that's a sexy color. Chuck Sweeney in the 75, Sean Hopkins in the back there, and TJ Lee, Ivan Jones, and David Palmer will go ahead and round off your race for tonight. And we're going to get back to the front here. And we're already got blinkage. Green flag. We are in a green flag racing, and here we go. Nick Hunt getting a good stop sign, or a good green flag start. Let's get in and crank it up. we go. There we go. That is your crank it up. Look at them going. Holy crap. Some of them are already trying to go a little bit three wide. Nick Hunt and Jacob Daniels battling up there in the front. You've got the 19 of Chris Blanchard, Brian Littleton, and Craig Sykes. That's your 1 through 5 right there. Ah, 22. Ricky was built for Truck Series. Yeah, he's got a nice looking truck tonight, too. We were just talking about that. So you got Nick Hunt, Jacob Daniels, Chris Blanchard, Brian Littleton, Craig Sykes, Vern Bradley, right there in the middle, with Michael McCauley in behind him, Tommy Haynes in the 17, and finishing it up with Rick Fergone and Elsie Daly. Elsie Daly dropping from 2nd down to 10th. Right behind him is Richard Holland. We all know, and look at that, Hal Amy. Hal Amy up 4 spots already to the 12th spot. They are going balls to the wall already with only 8 laps in. We're not messing around. We're in week 4, baby. You got to do what you got to do. Somebody came to race. Michael Mitchell back here in the 14th in that number 2 car. Bert Wilson. And there he is, the one we were just talking about, Austin Ricky Bobby Wagner in that 22 machine. Roy Hyde dropping a little bit there, but he's still up a position in 00. Glenn Jameson behind him. Tim Branson, John Sanu, Paul Patterson rounding out the next couple of cars. Chuck Sweeney and TJ Lee. And right in behind him is Sean Hopkins, Ivan Jones. Ivan Jones out there just doing a couple of practice tracks with David Palmer and, Tommy Cristiano. Engine problems. Back at the front, look at this. We've got Chris Blanchard driving down to the inside there to take the number 1 spot away from Jacob Daniels. A bunch of people missing and passing and doing this and that with over there with that number 8 truck, that John Deere. What an exciting night, ladies and gentlemen, here in Chicagoland. And look at this, Jacob Daniels driving down to the inside. He's going to take over that front spot. Chris Blanchard giving him all the room. Hey, we're only 11 laps in, and they're acting like it's only 10 laps to go. Well, we see the number 14 car there. Vern Bradley getting a little bit loose down there in the center. Don't know if he got lifted or if he's already experienced a little bit of tire issue. Or he just got loose. Just drove it too much. Tightening it up there in that turn. And they're getting close. Vern Bradley going to tuck in there behind Nick Hunt. They're going to, well, they looked like they were going to go to the low side, but they're all over the place. Crazy, or have you made it back, or have you found out where, have you even figured out where your heater is? Rick Fergone driving down to the inside. Tommy Haynes going up 4 spots, has moved up to the top 4. Doesn't look like he's going to stop there. Going to tuck in there between the underneath the number 3 car, or the 26 car of Craig Sykes in 3rd spot. And look at this, Rick Vergone trying to get a little extra track down there on the center. Down riding there on the bottom. Hell of a race for the top 5 right there. Vern Bradley able to get around Nick Hunt. And here goes Tommy Haynes dropping down to the inside. He's taking a look. Going to try to take over third. Meanwhile, in the back of the midst, here we got Brian Littleton. Brian Littleton in the 80 right there. He's currently running 10th. Elsie Daly, them battling back and forth for 10th. Richard Holland down 5 spots. Dropping back to 11th with Hal Amy up 4 spots going into 12th. And we got the Milk Dud, number 70, Burt Wilson. Riding right now, currently at 14th. Austin Wagner, Glenn Jamison. But let's get back over because you have a new leader, Jacob Daniels, moving back to the front, along with Chris Blanchard. Michael McCulley in the 81 moving up to 3rd spot with Tommy Haynes in behind him. That first group looking to get a little bit of separation there. Tommy Haynes driving down in behind Michael McCulley there and trying to get it by, and they are looking. Look at this. Chris Blanchard moving to the front with Michael McCulley right in behind him trying to take over P2. Vern Bradley now in the race with Mike Vergone. They're moving up. Michael McCulley driving down in there, and look at Vern challenging Michael McCulley on the outside. And we've got, you can swear to God you only got 5 laps left. Crazy's not here yet, Cindy, but I'll say hi to you for him. How you doing tonight? Jacob Daniels going to command that number 1 spot back to him. Vern Bradley going to move into 3rd and tuck in behind that bumper of Chris Blanchard. Don't know really where he came from, but he's up, or he's actually down a spot. Rick Vergone moving into 3rd or 4th. 4th now. Chris, you're going to have to close that door, baby. Got a lot of trucks that are going to try to get by. Going to that outside. Vern Bradley being one of them, going to be moving up to P2. Jacob Daniels is your current leader. Vern Bradley is in 2nd. Chris Blanchard is in 3rd. Rick Vergone 4th. Tommy Haynes in 5th. That is your top 5. Brian Littleton, Michael McCulley, Craig Sykes, and Nick Hunt. Elsie Daly moving back up to 10th spot in that number 6 car back here. He's actually battling right now with Richard Holland. And look right in behind him. You got Austin Ricky Bobby Wagner in the 22 machine and Roy Hyde in the 00 waiting to get by. Vern Bradley up here in the 14 machine, challenging that number 1 spot. On the outside, with Rick Fergone right in behind, Chris Bradley is going to drive down to the. Look at that, 3 wide. Jacob Daniels in the center. And we got 3 wide racing already. And with 24 laps into the race. Did somebody put some big money on this race or what? They're racing like they're racing it like they stole them trucks. Tommy Haynes settling in there behind Chris Blanchard, Michael McCulley, and Craig Sykes. Craig in that 26 machine. Looks like Rick is going to settle in behind Vern and try to get some separation here between the pack. Jacob Daniels gets out to that outside wall just a tad bit, but able to keep it under control. Vern Bradley is your current race leader. Rick Fergone coming in second. Jacob Daniels third. Chris Blanchard, Brian Littleton rounding off your top 5. Roy Hyde and Austin Wagner are battling back here on 13th with Richard Holland and Nick Hunt. Roy Hyde going down to the inside. Austin going out to the outside. Right behind them, we got the teammates of Burt Wilson and Glenn Jamison, Chuck Sweeney, and Michael Mitchell. Jacob Daniels able to catch back up to those 2 up front. Ran them down. Now the group looks like the group's starting to going to tighten back up. A little bit. What's up, Emily? How are you doing tonight? Brazy went to go check his heat at the beginning of the race, and he hasn't been back. So I'm assuming he either froze to death or he still hasn't figured out what his issue is. He lost. He might. You ever get lost? You talk about senile. Senile in old age. He's lost in his own house. $30 laps down already here in Chicagoland. And did I mention the name of the race? Bust a cap in your ass. 275. I don't make up the names. I just read the paperwork. Emily, thank you for asking. I'm doing fantastic. What another great showing here at Chicagoland for WFO Racing Network. 27 trucks. One is unable to start. Tommy Cristiano in the 580, unable to start tonight. But that still puts 26 trucks running on the track. And Chris Blanchard is down here looking to take back over or fight for that 3rd spot there with Jacob Daniels. Brian Littleton in the 80 machine right there. That monster juice. He's moving now. He's battling with Chris there over 4th spot. And he may have been down to 10 spots, but look at this. The number 6 machine of LZ Daly getting back into the almost the top 5. Back at the front, Vern Bradley, your leader. Rick Fergone still following around, but Jacob Daniels not giving it up.
You mean to tell me that I missed Vern getting to the front?
Yeah.
Again?
Well, that's what happens when you can't find your heater control in your own house. But that's okay.
No.
You know, they make medicine for that. You know. Now, look at that. You come back and they start blinking. It's all your fault, damn it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. We've had a couple of issues, but nothing like last week. Let's hope it does.
Well, it looks like the fog disappeared as it got dark, so that's good.
Oh, no, it's still there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't see it right now, so
Well, if we go to camera 3, you can definitely see it.
Oh, but it's nothing like what it was
No.
last week.
And that's why I think that's why we're not getting the blinkage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we still are, but nowhere near
Nowhere
as bad.
near as bad.
Right. This time when they disappear, the whole track disappears.
Nice.
Well, welcome to the show. Glad to see that you can make it on time, Brazy.
Hey, you know,
Awful nice
know,
of you.
when you're sitting here and you're like, God, I'm a little cold. That's odd.
What do?
You go through
You
it.
move to
It's-
Texas. That's what you do.
Yeah, but then you got the summer, and it's like, God, I'm melting and I'm not doing anything.
Well, that's why they have things called air conditioners.
Most jobs aren't in air conditioning.
That's true. Look at that. We got 3 wide in the backside right there. Okay. Let me take a look at here. What's going on here? We got Chris. Chris is 19 in that 19 machine diving down into pit road. I don't know if that was intentional or. But apparently he feels that it's time for him to go into the pits.
It's about time. Got 38 laps in right now. 39.
Vern Bradley able to extend his lead to 0.7 or 6.4 over Rick Fergone. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing to do this early in the race.
You know, he's been saying he's been finding something.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Cheat codes, I'm thinking.
He will not say what it is he is finding, but he says he is finding something.
Yeah. Like
And
I
it's
said.
not the wall.
Yeah. You know what? I will bet you, I'll bet you $10 that he's not actually even racing. He probably
He's got
hired
to sit in.
Yeah, he hired a sit-in. He's got a professional iRacer, and he's probably paying him like $200. He goes, yeah, I figured out something on the track. Yeah, you're not racing. You got to sit in. Look at this, Austin Wagner moving up into the top 10. He's in right in there behind there with that John Deere green truck. Well, he was. Now he's on the outside, down the outside of Tommy Haynes.
With a group, without a group, with a group, without a group.
Yep. Can't decide whether he wants to roll with the pack or be a lone wolf. And of course, there's that 31 right there. Richard Holland. Roy Hyde in behind. Burt Wilson moving up 6 spots. And he's in that 70 machine as he just takes over the 11th spot. And here comes Chuck Sweeney in behind him. Brian Littleton was running up there in front. I don't know exactly what happened. He got a little bit close to somebody. Maybe it just freaked him out. But Brian dropping back to 13th. Somebody calling into the pits. I was unable to get the car. But either way, it is Vern Bradley, and look at this. Jesus, 1.49 over Rick Vergone. Oh, yeah, he's not driving that. Oh, he's definitely got to sit in. 14, Vern Bradley. See, he even uses the mic. You know what I mean? So whoever he's got driving the truck in his rig just said, hey, I got to get into the pits. So then he makes it seem real. So he comes over and says, 14 pitting this time by 14 pitting. Anyway, he's coming into pits there with Rick Vergone. That was your
came in a little hot.
That was your race leader right there. Got a bunch of green flags. Roy Hyde just calling in. Bunch of people going in. And that's going to put this truck right here, the number 6 truck, coming down pit road, along with Nick Hunt. And
they're gone.
And they're gone. They gone.
They're racing in the pit.
Richard Holland is going to be your race leader until he has to pit. Yeah, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chuck Sweeting and Burt Wilson behind them.
Yep. Richard calling in right now. He is going to be making his way down pit road this time
Making
by.
his way downtown. In fast. Passing homebound.
And so is Chuck. Look at this, Chuck Swing. Are you done fucking around there, or what? Chuck Sweeney and God damn, what are you in a damn '60s commercial or what?
60s. What the hell?
What happened, man? Your brain cells freeze or what? We got a show to do.
We're doing a show.
Oh, hey,
You got cars coming into the pits. That one right there.
Like
41. With David Palmer.
And you're doing the like showcase or I don't know.
You said making his way down, and I said making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing him homebound.
Okay. Nobody cares about your karaoke. I just had a dog bite me.
Apparently your dog cares about my karaoke. Or he's hungry.
Or
you
he
haven't
has
fed
to
him.
potty. Take over, Brazy. It's all you, baby. It's all you.
Oh, it's all me? All right.
Yeah, we're going to put you on Vern Bradley because he's back out in the lead with
Rick Vergone right behind him.
be right back.
They're going to make a right turn, followed by another right turn. Kidding. Ricky's going to challenge him this time, though. Got that gap down to a 0.1. The question will be, can he get enough steam to get around? Or is he just going to sit in place? Now, what we've seen from Ricky in the past is he doesn't like necessarily sitting back there. He likes getting out front. The question is, can he do it with this thing that Mr. Vern Bradley has found? Can Vern hold him off? Here in a second, we'll have our last vehicle coming off of the pits. Or maybe David, because I saw him coming off. Did he come off and go back in? Don't know.
I don't
The
know.
world may never know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about how David Palmer went in the pits. It looked like we saw him come out, and then it currently says he's in the pits. So I'm wondering if he went back in.
Yeah, according to this, it did. He's sitting right there on pit road. All right, Vern Bradley, Rick Vergone, and Chris. Oh my God! Look at the gap they got there coming out of the pits. Over
Yes, sir.
almost 2 3/4 seconds
And growing.
and growing. Rick setting the pace. He's going to just dive in right there behind Vern, and they're just going to work together, and they're going to increase that lead. Meanwhile,
quite the grouping of cars right here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, down here in the back, we got Tommy Haynes and Roy Hyde in a battle there for the top 10. Vern Bradley talking back there to Rick Fergone and talking about a strategy already.
Interesting. Oh, we got.
Let's take a look at here. What happened?
Caution.
What's going on there? We got Rick. We got Mike Mitchell. Yellow flag is out. That'll tighten them back up.
Yes, it will.
Mike Mitchell, Burt Wilson, and Michael McCulley.
Check it up for the pace car, back straightaway. Check it up for the pace car, middle of the back straightaway.
Not really sure. Let's go ahead and see if we can't back that up just a tad bit there.
Back it up.
See what happened.
Hey, Vern, I was trying to get out of your way there. I hope I didn't mess you up too bad.
All right, there we go. Coming down in. Looks like Michael Mitchell and Burt Wilson. And well, I saw I didn't. You saw it. You saw what I saw. I mean, it looked like there was air, and then all of a sudden there wasn't. But we are under tonight's first caution here at Chicago Raceway, or Chicago's Land Speedway.
I am not sure. I thought I gave him enough room, but if I didn't, then no big deal. Give me the I'll put me back.
Well, that would be them talking back and forth, and I got to get out of these pits.
It could have been that good. It looked close. I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now. I mean, by looking at it, it looked like he had plenty of room to get by, and then all of a sudden, boop, his front bumper was part of the rear bumper. Michael McCulley is going to have to deal with this weather because we are getting worse. I don't understand how last night's race can go beautifully and perfect and everything and no blinkage, blinky blink, and then we go to the truck series and
Fog and dark. Only thing I can figure.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the computer is not using, the graphics card is not using, nothing is using anything.
Huh.
It just, I've been monitoring it all night, monitored it all last night. Everything's fine. I'm getting the same readings tonight that I got last night. So, no idea. But the only thing that's comparable to it is 2 nights of fog, 2 nights of crap.
Yep.
And we're going to line back up here, and as we grid back up, look at this, Glenn Jameson's going to be towards the front. Michael McCulley, Chuck Sweeney, Austin Wagner. Austin Ricky Bobby Wagner moving his way up to 4th, up 18 spots, along with Chuck Sweeney. The only other one to beat them on is Glenn Jameson, the 63 machine right there, number 1. What up, Modding? How you doing?
Going on, Kevin, David, and Modding.
David is in the house. What's going on, David? How you doing? Is that a good thing, Kevin, or a bad thing? Because I don't call him Ricky Bobby Wagner. I call him Austin Ricky Bobby Wagner. Yellow light is out. We're about ready to go back to green. You know what? You know what that means? I think we ought to do,
Crank it up.
crank it up.
I'll be serving my black flag next time around, so I'll be dropping down off the concrete.
Green, green, green.
That was not a smart move, but
Well, yeah, of course, really, because, the sound guy's a dumbass. Hi, Dee Dee. How you doing?
Oh, see, I see what you did. You kept us muted so that way because I said hi DD first.
Yeah.
And now you can be like,
Yeah,
oh,
now-
I forgot we're muted. Unmute us, and then you get to say hi DD first. Like you are the one that noticed
Exactly.
her first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I always notice Dee Dee first. Anyway, we got Vern Bradley moving to the front. Rick Vergone. Austin Ricky Bobby Wagner moving up to the fifth spot. He was leading the race. And then, of course, we were muted as everybody, thanks to the sound guy. We really need to
And
fire
somebody
him.
touching the wall there.
What-
Somebody's doing a wall check.
Yep. Making sure that wall's good on the outside.
Doing a wall fare check. See what I did there?
Uh-huh. A welfare check.
Yep, yep.
There we go. Nick Hunt and Austin Wagner battling back and forth for that fourth spot. Rick, or LZ Daly, Rick Fergone, and Vern Bradley is your leader. And we're already at 65 out of 125. Right, Monty? Sound guy, you're fired. The people have spoken.
And he's not in the top 5 yet, but you cannot count out that 75 of Chuck Sweeting.
Oh, no.
15
Chuck Sweeting
spots
is
right now.
riding back there in 6th spot right now behind Nick. Plenty of racing to go. And right behind him, Richard Holland, Glenn Jameson. Oh, look at this. LZ Daly all over that bumper. All over Rick's bumper. Wonder if he's going to be looking for a spot to pass. It's going to be tough. Rick gets towards the front. He goes from a pickup truck to one of them big old fucking mining dump trucks. He's got one of those extended bumpers. No, never forget about Richard. And look at this. Speaking of which, Richard Holland coming into picture now, right in behind Chuck Sweeney. What a lap. What a bunch of leaders. You thought I was going to say losers, didn't you? Gotcha. Vern Bradley, Rick Fergone, LZ Daly, Austin Wagner, Nick Hunt, Chuck Sweeney, Richard Holland, Tommy Haynes, and Chris Blanchard and Glenn Jameson. That is your top 10 right now. I mean, I almost feel like I got 10 laps to go the way they're racing.
Right?
Austin's going to go to the outside, and it looks like Chuck is looking to do the same thing. It didn't work very well for Chuck. Richard Holland and both Richard Holland and Tommy Haynes were able to get around him as he did that. And that's going to put Chuck Sweeney back to 8th.
Got Elsie and Austin Ricky Bobby out there racing for 3rd.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Craig Sykes. Go ahead and take a look at that. Craig Sykes is going to come down here in that 22 machine.
I'm going to claim that one, fellas.
He's going to come up and he's just going to make tag with David Palmer.
Gentlemen with me. Yeah, I'm not right sure if I came up too high, you came down one.
There you go.
Checking up for the pace car, middle of the back straightaway.
once again. 26 is going to take it low and come back up on the track and is just going to run out of track. Got to remember, David Palmer's like, what the hell? What the hell? I'm just trying to run practice laps. Trying to stay out of everyone's way. Anyway,
I almost wonder if he didn't realize he was there.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little trickster going on there with the pits.
Yeah. Faked it out. Doing a little bit of fake out there.
Did I miss something? It said pit lane was closed.
You're a lap down. You're in fifth.
Nah, I get it. Lucky dog high side here.
Oh. Still haven't figured out the issue with these trucks.
Actually, then yours will be not this time. Next time out for your picks.
What a rough time.
Do you know who's saying he's okay with this right now? Rick Fagone.
Rick. Okay. Well, of course, he's in the lead. What is he supposed to say? I'm disappointed?
Maybe. I wasn't wanting that yet. Messed up my pit strategy.
You have a pit strategy?
Oh, I'm saying they messed up their
That's
pit
not.
strategy.
You missed up. That's not what you said. You said you messed up my pit strategy.
Right. I was talking as him.
Oh. So now you're talking for him.
No, I was talking as him.
As him is talking for him.
You know, you can be a co-announcer or you could be a girlfriend. I mean,
you know, I
you're
smell
fitting
dog
both
shit.
pretty good right now.
I'm smelling dog shit. Must be Nation's around somewhere. I think Nation's right. Did Nation come in the back door?
He's not here.
Oh my goodness. I smell him. Oh, yeah, he's in chat. Good evening, Nation. How are you doing? Can't believe you said that about him, Nate Brazy. Shame on you. Caution number 2 tonight here at Chicagoland at Bust a Cap in Your Ass. 275. Lights are out.
Nobody home.
We're going to try and go back to green flag racing. Rick Fagone going to be your race leader. Elsie Daly going to be in second. Nick Hunt third. Richard Holland fourth. Vern Bradley and Austin Wagner going to be fifth and sixth. Chuck Sweetie, Chris Blanchard. Hal Amy up 7 spots to the number 9 spot. Roy Hyde is going to be your top 10. Al Amy. Look at that. Moving on up to the east side.
No. If I can't sing, you can't sing.
I can do. I have the privileges.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that how
That's
it
why
is?
I get the big bucks.
Oh,
And you thought we get paid the same. Jeez.
I mean, 0
Green,
and
green,
0 is
green.
pretty much 0.
And there we go. Blink, blink, blink. Blinkety, blink,
Go,
blink.
go, go, blink, blink.
Yeah, really. Go, go, go. Blink, blink. Oh, shit. We're just going to have fun with it. There's nothing I can
That's all
do.
you can do.
That's all I can do.
Three wide back there. We got 19 bouncing around there.
Chris Blanchard. And they're diving down to the inside like there's only one lap.
He's getting bounced between
he's gonna
Jacob
get up
Daniels
there.
and Roy Hyde.
Yep, Roy Hyde's going to come up there and say, hey, and ask Jacob Daniels there if he's got any gray poop on. Okay, I don't think it's called poop on, but hey, whatever. Take a look at the 31 right there. And Chuck Sweeney right up in front. Oh, Vern Bradley going to shut the door down off on Chuck Sweeney right there. Just going to dive down and go, no. That's my no-no square.
That was pretty close.
Look at this. Elsie
They're
Daly
going three
pushing
wide.
Nick Hunt up to the top. And they're going to go 3 wide. You know what they were doing right there, right? Nick yelled out the window,
Oh,
hey, Chuck. Hey, left nut. He said, hey, right nut. And then they both looked at Vern and said, who's the dick in the middle? Roy Hyde getting a little squirrely back there, but able to keep it under control. And Chuck Sweeney heading, blanking out and heading to the front.
look at him go.
Look at him go. It's like space, the final frontier. Okay.
They've gone so well, they're gone.
They
Gone.
are. I think it crashed.
Chuck Sweeting is currently leading.
I think it crashed. Yeah, it's not allowing me to. It's not allowing me to go to any camera or anything. There we go. We're back. We're back. Chuck Sweeney back into the front, or getting into the front.
It was a space-time continuum.
A space-time continuum. You know what that was, don't you? That was Nation on the mothership being fucking around with shit he shouldn't be fucking around with. Chuck
He
Sweeney.
saw a big red button that says "Do not push," and he pressed it.
Oh yeah, you know he had to. Chuck Sweeney up to the front. Rick Vergone in second. Nick Hunt third. Austin Wagner fourth. And then we've got a huge gap to the back to the fifth spot with Glenn Jameson and Elsie Daly. Look at the gap that these guys have already put on these guys. These guys have already put on these guys.
These guys.
These guys. He's that guy. 2.89 seconds. Caution is out. And that is going to be, let's see here. Oh, okay. That's going to be the 86 and the 19 of Chris. Is that Chris Blanchard?
Yeah. Yep.
They're going to get into it.
Who's that one?
We're also going to take a look at Brad Patterson here.
6 or 9, so it's between you guys. I think he got into me, but I don't.
Oh, he's going to go up there and he's going to take out with TJ. Oh, right there in front, as you can see through the blinkage, right there in front of Richard Holland.
Yeah, you can watch the replay. He came down on me. I think he thought I was going on the apron maybe, but I was down on the white line when he came down over my nose.
I can watch it afterwards, and we can assess the penalty next week from you start from pit road.
Everybody into
I'll take the
pits.
penalty, and you can assess it afterwards and change it if necessary.
What's going on, Phil? How you doing?
10-4.
Oh my goodness.
As they come out of the pits, if you'd like to go take a break and go grab something to eat quick while we get the flashing in order.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. There's nothing we can do. I have no idea why it's doing this. The only thing that we've got connected is they put the dynamic weather on, and it's been foggy at both tracks, and it's really fucking logging it out.
Sorry to hear that, Phil.
Oh, that's rough, dude. That's rough. Yeah, but we ran the race last night. They had the weather on, but it was sunny, and it was nighttime, but it was still under sunny conditions. We never had an issue. We're only having an issue the last 2 races with the truck series, and it's been massively foggy on both occasions. If we go into the blimp, you can see. This is the Amy Contracting blimp. Actually, you can't see, which is my
Well, I
whole
mean-
point. Hey, but we're still here. Right, Brazy?
If that's any benefit, I don't know if it is or not, but you know,
I'm thinking it's a benefit.
is it?
What? That
I
we're
don't think
still
Nation
here?
would think it. I don't think Nation would think it's a benefit.
Does anybody ask Nation's opinion?
Not usually,
Yeah, okay.
but usually he gives it anyways.
Well, exactly. So we don't have to ask for it.
Come on back.
All right, there we go. Lights are out. Chuck Sweeney is going to be your leader. Austin Wagner there in second. Michael McCulley third. Roy Hyde moved his way up to fourth. Jacob Daniels in fifth.
Green, green, green.
Green, green, green. And that-
Already?
let's take a look at what happened on the restart.
100% my fault. I downshifted. My fault. Sorry, guys.
Guess we're not going to get to see that.
10-4. Thank you, Vernon. Did you see what I'm seeing? Ivan Jones, Tim Branson, TJ Lee, Richard Holland, John Sanu, Craig, Nick Hunt,
Craig Blanchard, Sean Hopkins, Paul Patterson. Half the field just crashed.
I got 2 minutes. DJ, did you get the lucky dog on that one there?
All right. Let's get back into live racing. So that was what? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the third one, right? Was it a third and then a quick fourth? I don't remember.
Third and quick fourth.
All right, we've got Chuck Sweeney, Austin Wagner, Michael McCulley. Well, I mean, it's pretty much the same. Michael McCulley moving up to third spot in that 81 machine. Although, let's see. He is up 20 spots currently. And he is currently in 20th or second spot.
Second.
All right. Caution lights are out. And we're going to try this again. Well, that pace car just waits until the last second to. Green, green, green. We're back underneath. Under green. And they get started back out there with Chuck Sweeney getting a marvelous lead there with Michael McCulley, Austin Wagner running second and third. And why call it out a little bit, Brazy? I want to go back here and I want to see if I can get some investigation done here on this wreck here.
Sure. All right, so you've got. Looks like they're trying to do 3 wide. You got Michael McCulley on the inside there. Yeah, Austin Ricky Bobby Wagner going behind Chuck Sweeting. You got Rick Fagone and Michael McCulley pushing on an inside.
All right, let's take a look at here and see if we can see something here. We can't see anything. But apparently, like 17 trucks crashed. That's what it's saying. Well, let's get back to live because this is not showing anything. Look at Michael McCulley moving to the front. Rick Fagone pushing him there. I think Rick is finally saying, you know what? I've had enough of pushing people to the front. I think I'm going to take it for myself this time. But you got Chuck Sweeting on the outside, and you're about to go 3 wide. Yeah, almost. Oh, Michael McCulley driving all the way up to the top of the track.
Getting a little loose there.
And, of course,
the car's diving around trying to get away from him.
And it absolutely always fucks up right at the good time. What is up with this? I'm really starting to get pissed off with this.
You got 3 wide going into that corner. Elsie Daly on the outside there.
There you go. Rick Fagone down there in the lead. Jacob Daniels up in the middle there. Brian Littleton and Elsie Daly, Roy Hyde, all battling for that spot right there. We're 98 laps into the 125. Put a cap in your ass 275 here at Chicagoland. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I don't make the race names. I just read what's on the paper.
Sometimes. Sometimes the title guy gets it wrong too.
Look at the race we got going on here. This is exciting. Whenever we get to see it. Blink, 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 blink. I wonder if it blink. See, it doesn't matter. If I switch cameras quickly, try to switch cameras, it still does it. And we're only focusing on 10 cars, so it's not like, it's not like the computer's trying to load in all this other shit. It's, I'm going to guess that it's fog.
It almost has to be.
Oh, look at this. We got Elsie Daly going to get underneath Rick Fagone. Nick Hunt going to drive down into Elsie.
Chuck Sweeting right behind him.
Yes, sir-ree.
Snuck back up in there again.
My God, if the race is this exciting on lap, with 24 laps, what's it going to be like with only 5 laps to go? Jesus, my old ticker ain't going to be able to take it. Elsie Daly going to move his way to the front. Nick Hunt in behind him. Chuck Sweeney, Rick Fagone, Glenn Jameson, and Jacob Daniels.
Vern Bradley sneaking back up in there too now.
Yes, he is. Look at that. What's up, Diana? Welcome, welcome, welcome. The fantastic thing is that Elsie Daly and Nick Hunt both started towards the front. Nick Hunt was your pole sitter, and they went all the way into the back throughout the race, and now they're back up battling for the front. And whatever Vern Bradley found, he must have lost. Or, you know, his sit-in driver quit.
They swapped out at the last pit so that way he could make it look like he's in there now.
Yep, maybe. But that man right there is putting on a show right now. All he has to do is be able to keep it under control. LZ Daly, Nick Hunt, Chuck Sweeney. Well, I'll tell you what. When you look in your rearview mirror and you see that 75 behind you, ooh, that's got to give you shudders. Hey, let's not forget, man, the 63 of Glenn Jameson making his way up to the 4th spot. Vern Bradley into 5th. All the OGs coming out to play tonight. And they've been doing this all night long. This isn't just now. They've been battling all night long.
Looks like Nick is trying to keep the door closed on Chuck so to help his teammates keep up in that front spot.
Yep. All night long. All night. All
Really?
night. All night long. Hey, you haven't been able to sing all by yourself all night tonight because there has not been anybody all by themselves.
No, when I tried to sing another song, you yelled at me, so I didn't
did.
get to sing anything.
Yeah, well, that's because it's my turn. I mean, you know, you can't always have the stardom. I'll tell you who is having the stardom, though. With 20 laps to go, you got LZ Daly, Nick Hunt, Chuck Sweeney, Glenn Jameson, and Bert Bradley in your top 5. And don't look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Winner of last week, Roy Hyde, in that 00 is back up into the fray. I want a piece of this, he says.
Hey, guys, don't forget about me.
Yep. Oh, we got, it was on Vern there. He already called it out. It is not going to bring out a caution. Vern able to hold it. They're able to get out of the traffic lanes there. Glenn Jameson moving up to 3rd. Nick Hunt into 2nd. LZ Daly still leading this. Chuck Sweeney moving down to 4th. Roy Hyde moving up to 5th. That was unfortunate. There we go, 17 laps to go. And look at this, the 63 of Glenn Jameson moving up into 3rd.
A little help with Chuck Sweeting there to try and
LZ Daly
Make a little
running a hell of a
push.
race. He finished 2nd here last night, didn't he?
yes, he did.
Got a 2nd place finish last night, leading the race with 16 laps to go.
It's quite the crew you got right there in 1 through 5.
Oh, yes, we do. We got LZ Daly, Nick Hunt, Glenn Jameson, Chuck Sweeney, and Roy Hyde. Vern Bradley just outside. And I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with this guy tonight, too. Brian Littleton in the 80 machine. He's been up front all night long. Problem is, I'm not really worried about Nick Hunt because I'm pretty sure that John Deere can't make it to the finish line.
Wow.
And you got
Yeah,
Chuck
Glenn.
Sweeney moving in with Glenn Jameson to the bottom there. Glenn is going to try to move into second spot.
Looks like Chuck got a little loose there on that corner.
He drive back up under there and got Roy Hyde in behind him. Well, look at this. It looks like Glenn may be looking at not just second spot. Chuck diving in behind him again. Little off pace that lap, but and they're all going to just get back in line. 13 laps to go. Vern Bradley really putting a lot of pressure on Roy Hyde back here, just trying to either scoot or go. Lead, follow, or get the fuck out of the way. Oh man, we're getting juicy. We're getting juicy. There we go. We're getting 12 laps to go. LZ Daly gonna be running into some lap traffic.
And I think Nick's working real hard to keep them guys behind him.
I'm thinking you're right.
He's trying to help get his teammates some space, but he's having a heck of a time keeping that door closed.
Yep, and you got the 51. That'd be Paul Patterson. He's moving up the track, letting the leaders go by. And they'll be quickly coming up on John Sanu. John Sanu being involved in that earlier wreck. And here comes the leader. LZ Daly. John Sanu driving down to the inside, letting those leaders by. Nick Hunt is going to get by him. And so is Glenn Jamison. Chuck Sweeney is moving in. All the leaders getting by. John Sanu is a rock star. Letting the whole track get by him. We are down to 10 laps. Okay, this is when friendships and brotherhoods and teammateships go out the shit window. It's going to be every man for himself. And you need to get your driver of the day numbers in. I personally going to put my number one on that number 6 truck right there. He is driving a hell of a race tonight.
Speaking of teammates and stuff out the window.
Yep, we got
Glenn
Glenn
Jamison, Chuck Sweeting.
It's all about to come down to it. We got 9 laps to go. We got about 4 laps before, giddy. Hit some. Shut up,
Boy's
you
looking like he's
White
gonna
Claw
try and sneak
drinking
up this
freak.
outside.
Go get in your Camaro with your Ray-Bans and your penny loafers. Go stuck to high school prom.
Wow.
Well, he is that guy. Gonna get intense. Ooh, I can't wait. 2 more laps, and then it's gonna count.
And Roy Hyde sneaking on the outside, trying to get around Chuck.
Yep. And Chuck is not an easy opponent to try to get around. But he's damn sure going to give it hell. Why? Because we've got 7 laps to go.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 starting to pull away a little bit.
Yep. I think it's because they're fighting back there over 4th spot. I could be wrong. I don't know. They don't pay me to analyze. They pay me to just talk.
They pay you?
We got to make it sound legit. Here we go. 5 laps. 5 laps to go. Rick or LZ Daly, Nick Hunt, Glenn Jamison, Chuck Sweeney, Brian Littleton is your top 5. He is going to take over that top 5 spot from Roy Hyde, but Roy Hyde is giving her hell on the outside. But it isn't going to matter because we're getting a gap up front here. And what are they going to do? What are they going to do?
They're going to fight on that last lap is what they're going to do. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 3 wide on the last lap. Or now.
Taking a look down into the... You know what? I'd really like to know how they get this camera angle.
Very fast drone.
A very fast drone. A lot faster than my drone. But there he is right there. And a bird's eye view of LZ Daly, Nick Hunt, Glenn Jameson, and Chuck Sweeney. 3 laps. 3 laps to go. Elsie's really putting it out there. I don't think Nick's got it. I don't think Nick's got enough to get up there. What do you think?
I think it's going to be this next lap. I think we might see him go side by side, but
We got a vote. Diana's getting a vote in there for the number 6 car. We got another one for number 6. Hell yeah. This boy has rode his ass off tonight. And he is coming down to the final lap. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the final lap of put a bullet in your, or whatever. I don't even know. LZ Daly, Nick Hunt,
bust a cap in your ass.
Bust a cap in your ass, 275.
Oh, he was looking.
He was. He was looking. LZ's going to close that door for the last time, getting around the turn. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. LZ Daly in for the win. Nick Hunt second. Glenn Jameson third. Roy Hyde fourth. Brian Littleton's going to take the top 5 spot. Chuck Sweeney coming into 6th. Vern Bradley 7th. Jacob Daniels 8th. Rick Fergone 9th. Ivan Jones. We have not mentioned that man all night long. Ivan Jones in that 53 truck right there. The Miller Lite is going to take a top 10. Rest of your race results will be up on your screen momentarily. Stand by for interviews.
Anytime, David. And you're welcome. Thank you, Rick. Sorry about when I pushed you a little bit. I thought you were ready to slow down straight away.
Damn it. There we go. How about you, LZ? You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Congratulations on what is it? What is it, Brazy? Put a boot in your
Winning the
ass
bust-
or bust the cap in your ass. 275 here at Chicagoland.
Well, I mean, the title guy's got it titled "Bust a Cap in Your Arse," so I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you can't put the title in YouTube. You know. What's going on, Digger? How you doing? Anyway, getting back to the winner of the race, Brazy, can we, maybe, concentrate on that? Take us through that race, LZ.
Oh, it was going good until them cautions came out, and I wasn't sure really what to do after that. And me, Nick, and Tommy, we were over here discussing on whether to take tires or full tank of fuel, or we didn't really know what to do. So we were just kind of watching, and we stayed out with Rick and Richard, and we thought we messed up when everybody else went in, but it turned out pretty good. Had Nick back here pushing and holding them off on me in the last 10 laps. It was doing pretty good.
Well, apparently everybody, every fan in the stands thought the same thing, because not only did you win tonight, but you also got driver of the day.
There's two firsts then.
Anybody you'd like to thank for your win tonight?
I'd like to thank Nick and Tommy down here and racing with me, and I'd like to thank all you guys for putting this on. I think I forgot to say Macaulay last night, so mention his name. Sorry about forgetting you down there.
It's all good. It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. The winner of tonight's race at Chicagoland, LZ Daly.
Thank you much.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, if somebody, we're going to get Nick up here right now. And I got to tell you, how about you, Nick? You got a copy?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
How about you doing there, Nick?
I'm doing all right.
Hey,
Trying to-
how much is it going to cost for me to get that fucking John Deere off your truck?
To get it off of it?
Yeah.
You want it that bad? It's pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Nothing,
I like
nothing
it.
runs like a deer. Nothing runs like a deer.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
I'm saying.
I mean, if it was a real tractor, it would have won.
No, mine wouldn't
Wow.
have. Mine's not that fast.
How about you taking us through the last couple of laps there? We did notice that you were pushing Nick or Elsie pretty hard.
Yeah. I was just, I wasn't going to try to pass him. I've missed some races, so I'm out of the points type deal. So he's running for points. So I was just going to help him make it to the end as best I could and try to get a good finish. So that was my goal, just to hang in there and keep us in front if I could.
Well, I will tell you. Go ahead, Brazy.
It looked like you were trying to keep that door closed there on Chuck Sweeting and stuff there towards the end, and Glenn Jameson, and it looked like you had quite a battle on your hands to keep that door closed.
I did. I don't know what Glenn's tires were. I don't know if he pitted and had a few laps fresher tires. He sure seemed to be able to stay right on me, and there was a couple of times that I almost slid up too far and going into 3, and I thought he's going to get under me, and we were able to draft and get me back in front of him. But so I was pretty sure Chuck had at least the older tires, or older than we did. So I was more worried about Glenn, and so I was just trying to do everything I could to keep him back there. I wasn't going to drive dirty or nothing like that, but I was trying my best to stay on the bottom the best I could.
Kind of made it look like you put the 45-foot grain header on that damn John Deere there to try to keep everybody behind you, cheater.
Well, I was trying to make it as wide as possible, but stay on my line,
I will tell you this, boy. I am impressed. I personally voted for LZ for driver of the day. Quite impressive. Quite impressive. The improvement from this over last year. I mean, he has second last night and first tonight. I think he's going to be he's going to be a contender.
He is. He's getting better by the day, every day. He's getting faster and faster.
Well, Nick, is there anybody you'd like to thank for your second place?
Oh man, I just thank Glenn for running me clean there. I hope I didn't do anything that I shouldn't have, trying to keep us in line. But I appreciate anytime somebody drives clean. Any drivers that drive clean, I really appreciate that. And so I enjoy racing over here in the league. Been some good races, and Vern and Macaulay, WFO, appreciate that. Appreciate what y'all do putting this on for us to enjoy watching it, and studying a little bit. I enjoy that. So just that's about it. Thank you to all the drivers. Enjoyed it, guys.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your second place finisher tonight in the number 8
John
Case
Deere
truck. Nick Hunt.
No, John Deere.
Have a good one, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and get Glenn Jameson up here and see what he's got to say. How about you, Glenn? You got a copy? DMS here in the broadcast booth.
DMS, Abrasive Bull. How you doing tonight? Great to be able to come up here and talk to you, man.
Amen, man. I mean, it worked out for you tonight.
That's like total gift, man. What a surprise. I never expected it here. And my heart's still beating out of my chest here. Hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, you ran a great race, man. Ran a great race. Worked together there, Nick, giving you all the props in the world for racing him clean. And I mean, you don't expect anything less from you. I mean, you race clean, period.
I appreciate that. It's fun racing those guys. It was tough, hard racing, fun racing Chuck, good hard racing, and you try and win by pulling some good moves. I got under Nick there at one point, started to get around him, but I knew I was probably going to be in trouble just because I knew that Elsie would be helping, pulling the draft and whatnot, and so I give it a shot, see what we could do. But gosh, just great, just great to be up here and finish that well. I just never expected it tonight.
Well, and not only did you take third spot, but you passed 17 positions to get there. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, it's not racing if you aren't passing, right?
Amen. Amen. Well, anyone you'd like to thank, Glenn?
Yeah, hey, I got to thank you guys in the booth for doing this broadcast. You guys do such a great job. It's really cool to go back and listen to and see all that you guys do. And thanks to everybody who's watching. What a field tonight. I got to thank people in the field. We had 23, 27, 25, maybe something like that.
We had 27 registered, 26 actually went on the track. Tommy Cristiano had engine issues.
Right on. Yeah. I mean, just a great field, a great recruiting in this off season. Macaulay did a great job. He does a great job overseeing these races, and Vern putting it on, and so Amy Trucking sponsorship here for the truck series, Amy Contracting, and just thanks to all them for all they do to put this on. And just thanks for the guys that hang out and have a good time with an old man like me on a Tuesday and Wednesday night. We have a fun time. We chat and laugh and have a really good time. And I got to thank them for it. Really makes the week. Look forward to it every week, like I say.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your third place finisher moving up 17 spots tonight in a Toyota. What? Glenn Jameson.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.
Don't like any of the cars, do you?
Well, there's no Dodges out there.
It's
that's because they can't compete.
Yeah,
no,
it's
that's
actually,
because they got banned.
It's a Lamborghini truck, but I just pasted a Toyota label over it.
Congratulations, Glenn.
Thanks, man. Y'all have a great night. See you later.
Well, what did you think about tonight's race there, Brazy?
I think it was great to see Elsie finally get a win. We've seen him coming up through the ranks and getting closer and closer to that first, and he finally got one tonight. So it's great to see that, and nice to see that John Deere up there too with him. So,
and it just goes to show that it doesn't matter what night you're on. Roy Hyde going back to back last week and finishing fourth tonight, respectable. But there's just such the quality of drivers, the caliber of drivers that we have in the league now is just impressive.
Yeah, and I mean, the guys that we saw last year that were up front, I mean, they're mixed in there. So I mean, it means the guys that are coming in this year, it's great competition. It's makes for great races, and
sure does.
It's gonna be a fun season.
Final thoughts.
Those were my final thoughts.
Oh, well, okay. I guess we don't have to do that segment. And anyway, that was his final thought.
I thought that was that segment.
Hey, no. That's your final thoughts. You just shut the fuck up now. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of WFO Racing Network, I am Dead Man Strolling, and my co-host over here, Sir Brazy Balls. We want to thank you guys very much for joining us tonight for another fantastic week. Chicagoland is in the books. We are moving on to week 5 next week. Thank you guys so much. It's all because of you. Because remember, without you,
there's no
us. God bless you. We will see you next week. Peace.